this is 2 videos in one. Basically, I've got a new phone because I broke my old one because I was so stressed out with this company and this job that I couldn't even deal with normal everyday life, and I broke my other phone. But anyway, so I got a new phone. And so I'm testing it out to see how well I can record while the phone is Velcroed to the dash and I'm being hands-free and safe. Anyway, I've been meaning to take this picture. I googled this one. It's not my trailer, it's somebody else's trailer. Well, none of them are mine, but you know what I mean. Anyway, yeah, I've come to terms and come to grips with my situation. I'm not as stressed out as I was, and my blood pressure is probably still up because I'm still having some chest pains and stuff like that. But I got some herbs and stuff to help me with that. And I'm just going to try to stick it out for another, 5 months or so, and then I'm bouncing. I put in an application for another company, but I was so stressed out that I probably made myself sound like a crybaby, and they weren't interested in me apparently. So, on to the next option. I've got several options. I'm a very safe and legal driver, probably one of the safest and most legal drivers out here. Am I in the top 10? Maybe not. But am I in the top 25? I'm pretty sure. So, and that leads into my next subject. You know, someone reprimanded me on one of my videos, probably one of those social justice warriors. But anyways, you know, I'm as honest and forthcoming maybe, as possible. I try to give people the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and try to be as transparent as I can. Am I PC? No. Am I diplomatic? Yes, generally speaking. But I'm not going to lie to you people, right? Not like a lot of these other people lie, and a lot of these trucking companies lie to us. You know, I'm not going to blow smoke up your butts. So, I said in a previous video that I do not do a pre-trip and a post-trip every single day. Anyone who says they do a pre-trip and a post-trip every single day is a freaking liar. And if they aren't lying, they're a noob and they won't be doing it much longer. Because after doing this for almost 30 years, you know, you get complacent, you get lazy, you let things slide, things get monotonous, whatever. So, nobody who's been out here for a minute has or does a pre-trip and a post-trip every single day, unless they get paid to do it. And even then, they probably don't. A lot of these companies, especially this one in particular, I gotta move the screen, otherwise it'll time out on me. This company in particular, they don't give you time to eat, sleep, and go to the bathroom, let alone do other things that you need to do, right? So, if I did a pre-trip and a post-trip every single day, and I stopped to go to the bathroom, and I stopped to eat, and I paperwork that I gotta do, any other bullshit that I gotta do, I wouldn't make any money. And then if I don't pump out as many miles as these guys want me to do, then these guys are breathing down my neck. They preach safety, but they don't really mean it. It's like they're talking out of both sides of their mouths. And a lot of these companies do that. A lot of them. So they pressure drivers to be unsafe. Now, I at least do a vehicle inspection every day. It may not be both the pre-trip and the post-trip every day, but I at least do a vehicle inspection every day. Now, it's not just checking my tires, you know. I get pissed off. When I was in the oil field, I would get pissed off at the other people because that's all they would do. They would check the oil and check the tires, and that was it. That was it. You know, I used to be a safety supervisor. I wasn't the manager, but I was a supervisor. And I'm very big on safety. So some dumbass reprimanding me about being unsafe and unprofessional when I'm one of the most safe drivers out here is kind of stupid. But anyways, but you know, douchebags, they like to take, you know, something, you know, some tiny little thing that you say and run with it and make mountains out of molehills so that they can pump themselves up, make themselves look and feel better by trashing other people and making them look and feel bad. So, I'm just going to clarify that, yes, you do need to do a vehicle inspection every single day. But do you need to do all four? No. Okay? So, it all depends on my situation. I will either do a pre-trip or I will do my vehicle inspection when I'm fueling, or I'll do my vehicle inspection when I do a drop and hook, or I'll do a post-trip. Do I do all four? No. I do at least one. Sometimes I might do two, you know? And yeah, am I perfect? No. Do I skip one every once in a while? Yes. Am I human? Of course. Okay, so nobody does it every single day. But the safer drivers, like myself, do it the majority of the time. So, yes, do you want to do it the majority of the time? Yes. Do you want to make sure your equipment is top-notch? Yes. Do you want to drive shitty, broken equipment down the road? No. All right? Now, this company, they take pretty good care of their equipment, you know, and as you get more experienced, you can feel and hear things that are wrong, where noobs don't, right? You get, and after you, when you change trucks and you get used to that truck or trailer, you kind of get the feel for how it runs and operates, and you can just tell if something's wrong. So your pre-trips, vehicle inspections, post-trips don't have to be as detailed as you get experience and as you get to know your vehicle. But, yes, they are very, very important that you do your vehicle inspections at least almost every day. Does it have to be a pre-trip and a post-trip? No. But it has to be at least one or some sort of vehicle inspection. I do walk around and check my truck either every day or almost every day. And like I said, I'm very, very much on safety. Legal, not so much. But for me, safety's number one. I'm very, 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 very big on safety. Am I perfect? Again, no. But I will forfeit being legal for being safety. So it's like my company, they try to force me to run unsafe and illegal all the time. Will I run illegal over running unsafe? No. I mean, will I run illegal over running safe? No. I think I said that wrong. But anyways, safety's number one, okay? So I'll fudge being legal, but I won't fudge being safety or being safe, if that makes sense. And if I do fudge the whole whatever, some of this shit's in the eye of the beholder, right? So like, the difference between legal and lawful is just because it's legal or illegal doesn't make it right or wrong, okay? So, is it lawful is how I judge whether or not I'll bend the rules when it comes to legal or not. Safety, again, it just depends on the severity of the rule or regulation or guideline, okay? So, do I check my lights every day? Maybe not, okay? Do I check my tires every day? Definitely. Do I check my brakes? Yes. You know, things that are more crucial to safety, those I check every day. The things that are less crucial to safety, like lights, I may not check those every day, right? So, that's the difference between what kind of safe stuff that you can or I may let slide. But I try to keep all my lights, I try to keep all my brakes, I try to keep all my tires, I try to keep all my U-joints, my springs, my shocks, airbags, everything top notch. I do not like driving a crappy truck. In fact, I quit a company 2 companies ago because of safety, because they would not maintain their equipment. I tried my damnedest to maintain the equipment as best that I could because I'm very big on safety. But these guys can give a rat's ass. I liked the job. I really loved what I was doing. But I was so worried about getting caught by DOT, putting my own life or other people's lives in danger. Because after I had that steer tire blowout, that rattled my nerves because I kept hounding them to fix the equipment that caused the steer tire to wear down and blow out. Would they do it? No. Did they finally do it afterwards? Yes, but I still had to hound them even after the fact. You know, here I was trying to save them money in steer tires and I was trying to maintain the equipment, but these guys didn't care. They didn't care. So I eventually just quit because I just got tired of, driving an unsafe truck. Unsafe and illegal truck. And trailer for that matter. And that was a tanker outfit too. So, these guys, they take better care of their equipment, but do they care about safety? Hell no. They got "In God We Trust" in the back of their trailers, but that's a bunch of crap. They don't take care of their drivers. They got 53 trucks, and I get emails every week of at least 1 or 2 new hires. We have 53 trucks. There's 52 weeks in a year, and we're going through approximately 52 drivers a year. Does that make sense? So now you can kind of understand why I'm a little stressed out. This company is a very high stress environment. They book the loads so tight that you can't make the delivery times. They tell you you're going to make X amount of dollars, but you're making commission, so you really only make less. I'm making like 30% less than what they said I would make. And then they preach safety. Oh yeah, you gotta make sure you do all this stuff, and you gotta make sure you're logging on duty driving. I mean, not on duty driving. You gotta make sure you're logging on duty when you're pumping off a load, because if you're on camera, then you need to be doing what you say you're doing, and blah blah blah. But then when it boils down to it, they really don't want you to do that. They want you to just log like 5 minutes checking in, 5 minutes checking out. And they want you to, if you're there for 2 hours unloading, they want you to have that as your 2-hour break so that you can just do an 8-hour sleep worth at the end of the day. But then you got like 30 minutes worth of paperwork at the end of the day. So if you do your post-trip and your pre-trip plus your 30 minutes worth of paperwork, that's an hour. So you only got now 7 hours worth of sleep that you're going to maybe get. Plus you still got to eat, maybe, and then shower. I don't have time to take showers here. I have to take baby wipe baths every day because I barely have time to take a shower once a week. I still take a shower once a week. Usually it's on my way home that I take my shower, or when I leave the house, because I live off grid, so I don't have a shower at home. I'm working on that though. So, I was off grid until last year, and so now I'm back on the grid a little bit. But anyways, I just don't have a shower yet. I'm still, like I said, I'm only home once or twice. I'm not home enough to do these things, and I'm not making enough money to pay somebody else to do it for me, so I just don't got them. But like I said, next year I'm going to be somewhere else, because these guys are pathological liars. But anyways, yeah. So it depends on the company, and it depends on the driver, and it depends on the equipment. If the company does take care of their equipment, which this company here does take decent care of their equipment, I'm not going to complain about how they take care of their equipment. It's not top notch, but it's pretty close. They're up there. I'd say they're in the top 25% when it comes to maintaining their equipment. Okay. I think HMD did better at maintaining their equipment, but other people would disagree with me on that. This company, as far as pay and how they treat their drivers, probably one of the worst. I'm not going broke, like it showed in the previous video. Yeah, I'm making like 70 cents a mile, but I'm on the ground a lot. I'm loading and unloading 2 to 4 times a day. Then I gotta bust out as many miles as I possibly can in order to actually make money, because I don't get paid when I'm on the ground. So, and then I gotta do 30 minutes of paperwork every day or more. Sometimes it's like 45 minutes of paperwork, because I've been logging it lately just to see how long it takes me, Now, if I need the hours, I have to go back and reduce that time down, but I still do, I document it just because I want to know how long it's taking me to do my paperwork, and then to do my post-trip on top of that. So, lately, I've been doing my post-trip every day because I log it with my paperwork. And just to show these guys that driver if I'm doing all this other crap? You know, it's like they tell me, oh, yeah, we want you to be safe and legal, but yet we want you to pump out 2,500 miles a week, but we also want you to do 2 loads a day. It's like, I can't do all of that at the same time. It's impossible, you know? It's impossible. Maybe if I was an insomniac and I never slept, or I didn't need sleep, or whatever, it might be a little more possible. But it still wouldn't be legal. So, I don't think you can do all 4. But anyways, sorry, I had a situation. So, yeah, safety number 1, right? Okay, number 1. Make sure you do your vehicle inspection every day, or at least every other day, minimum, right? Because like I said, not everybody's going to do it every single day. And anybody who says they do is probably lying, so you can stick that up your butt. Anyways, but yeah, I'm a very safe and very legal driver. Am I perfect? No. Do I try to be? Yes. So, yeah. Like I said, it depends on the company. Some companies make it easier for you to be safe and legal. Some companies make it very difficult for you to be safe and legal. And if I bounce right now, that looks bad on my resume, right? You know, it's like I worked at HMD for a year and I left. Mostly because they wouldn't get me home on my home time like they said they would. Everything else was generally pretty good. And that dispatcher was ripping me off on my detention time. But that was that dispatcher. And primarily, that was that dispatcher that I had most of my problems with. If I would have stuck it out, and I probably should have, that other dispatcher that I had probably would have got me home, maybe, like they promised me they would get me home. And I made more money and I worked less there than I am here. So should I have stayed there? Probably, because this company sucks ass. Alright? But I used to think that Transwood was the worst tanker company I worked for, but now this company is the worst. Like I said, they take care of their equipment, but they try to run you unsafe and illegal, and you pretty much have to, otherwise you don't make any money. They promise you'll make, like they told me, you'll make $1,800 to $2,000 a week here, right? I have to run illegal just to make $1,200 a week, right? So if I ran 100% safe and legal with this company, I'd be better off working at McDonald's. To be honest, you know, McDonald's, I'd probably make more money working at McDonald's than I would here if I ran 100% safe and legal. So, this is a bullshit company. I wouldn't come work here. Like I said, they got the highest turnover rate I've probably ever heard of. They got 53 trucks and they got a new hire every week. And sometimes 2, you know. But sometimes a week will go by and they won't hire somebody. So it's like just about every week we get a new hire or 2 almost every week. So it's like we're going through like 52 drivers, maybe give or take a couple drivers. We're going through like a driver a week. And if this was a decent company, why would they be going through approximately a driver a week? So it just kind of confirms why I've been stressed out. Since I've been here, my friends and family said I've been a different person. They don't like the kind of person I am because my attitude and my demeanor and everything has changed since I came to work here. And it's mostly because I've been just really stressed out. Now, I got some other things going on in my life that are adding to that stress, but I don't think I've ever worked for a company that stressed me out as bad as this company has stressed me out. And I'm not a high stress person. I might come across as high strung every once in a while, and I guess it depends on my situation. But normally, I'm pretty easy kill, easy going. I try to be as safe, I try to be as legal as possible. But then, when you got your company breathing down your neck to do all these different things that are unsafe and illegal, it's like, what do? You quit? Well, if I did that, I'd have a lot more, I'd bounce from job to job to job a lot more than I already do. Most of these companies suck. Now, I'm trying to find, a decent one that pays decent, treats their drivers decent, takes care of their equipment, and gives you decent home time. I'm not asking for the world, I'm just asking for the basics. I don't care what kind of equipment I drive as long as it's maintained. I actually prefer an older truck. As long as you take care of your equipment, I don't care. As long as you take care of your drivers, treat them decent, don't treat them like slave robots, I'm cool, right? This company treats their drivers like slave robots. Pay me decent, right? Okay, what's decent wage? Well, fair market value, that's what I look at. Yeah, I'm trying to make the best bang for my buck, but I'm basing it on fair market value. So I look into different companies and say, okay, this is what these companies pay. This is, what the average is for the industry. This is what I should be making. I should get X amount of miles per week or X amount of dollars per week. And depending on the job, like this company here, if I'm doing 2 loads a day, I'm loading and unloading up to 4 times a day. I shouldn't have to bust out as many miles to make the same amount of money. And that's fine, I don't mind the groundwork as long as I'm making the same amount of money as if I'm pumping out more miles. In fact, I'd rather do more groundwork than bust out 100,000 miles a year. But, as long as I'm still making, on average, I don't know, 75,000, then I'm happy. I'm not making that here. Well, actually, I kind of am, but I'm averaging 1,200 a week. Approximately. Now, this can go up and down every week because I'm on commission. No, I'm not even making 75. I'm making 62, 63. You know? So, I'm having to drive unsafe. I'm having to drive illegal. I'm having to pump out as many miles as I can. I'm having to do 1 to 2 loads a day. And I'm not even making $75,000 a year. You know? That's a no-brainer. I should be making more money for all the shit that I have to go through. So, I don't remember what I was making at HMD, but I think it was more than that. Wasn't making more, but I was driving less. I was killing myself less. I had less stress. So I'm making a couple $100 more a week here. But I gotta kill myself to do it. I gotta be unsafe and illegal to do it. Where with HMD, that wasn't the case. So, but yeah, like I said, if I bounced right now, that wouldn't look good on my resume. So I'm just trying to stick it out for a year. And then I'll go to somebody else who will hopefully treat me better, pay me better, and will practice what they preach. You know? So if you do know of a tanker company that does actually believe in safety, let me know. If you know of a tanker company that actually believes in safety and doesn't just talk out of their ass and pays decent, let me know. Because basically, you know, I don't mind making $1,200 a year. Okay, I mean, not a year, a week. You know, run unsafe and illegal to make that money. I've always said, if you can't make money while running safe and legal, you're working for the wrong company. So this is definitely the wrong company, because you can't make money at this company while running safe and legal. You just can't. So, do I do the best that I can? Yes. But right now I'm just biding my time. I got 5 more months to go. Once I get that year under my belt, I'm out of here. And that's if I can even make it another 5 months. You know? I'm just trying to come to terms with my situation and do the best that I can. But the 4 criterias that I have, and probably everybody should have, is, and then you can build on that. You know, this is just the basics for me. And I don't really care about all the other details so much. These are the 4 things that I care about the most. They take care of their equipment. You know, maintain your equipment. It doesn't have to be new. This has to be maintained, right? Treat your drivers decent. You know, don't treat them like shit, like a lot of companies do. Don't treat them like a number. Treat them like a human being. Don't treat them like a robot slave. Don't do that. Treat them decent. Okay? That's 2. Decent pay. Alright? I guess that's in the eye of the beholder. Some people want to make more money. I don't gotta make more money. You know, somewhere between $1,000 and $1,500 a week is ideal for me. I mean, well, no, $1,500 a week is ideal. But, you know, $1,000 a week is minimum, right? Minimum. Now, that'll be less in the future because I'm dumping as much money as I can into dividend stocks so that I don't have to rely on a shitty company to pay my bills. You know, I can go do what I want to do and be safe and legal and work how I want to work, you know, once I'm making enough money on the side where I'm not dependent on these people to feed me, right? So decent pay, whatever that is, alright? So for everybody it's different. For me, it's about $75,000 a year. What is $75,000 a year? That's $1,400 a week. So, yeah, $1,500. That would be ideal. Okay. Am I content with 12? Yeah. Am I content with 12? Having to run unsafe, illegal, try to kill myself, barely get any sleep, have to pee in a bottle while driving down the road, eat while driving down the road, barely have any time for myself? No. That's unacceptable. Alright? Now, and decent home time. Now, decent home time for me is 2 days off. Some people might be a 34-hour reset. Alright? So, some people want to make more money, so they're willing to sacrifice being home. They're willing to sacrifice different things, you know? It's like, you shouldn't have to sacrifice safety and running legal to make money. But some companies, you don't have a choice. At least till you get out of there and go find a better company. You know, I wish all these companies were decent, where they paid decent, took care of their equipment, and you made enough money to where you could run safe and legal and have decent home time where you can not go crazy, you know, have a life. Most of us don't have a life, and it gets old after a while. But I also don't like people who talk out of both sides of their mouth, like this company, and say, oh yeah, you're going to make $1,800 to $2,000 a week without killing yourself. And we want you to run safe and legal. And then you're out here killing it, you know, first month or so, trying to make that money they said you would make, and trying to keep up with dispatcher, trying to push you as hard as it can push you. And then your safety manager calls you up and says, how's it going? I'm like, well, I'm not making the kind of money that you said I would make. You said I'd be able to make $1,800 a week without killing myself. I'm out here killing myself, and I'm only making like $1,200. And then he's like, oh, well, let's see how we can manipulate your logbook so you can get some more hours so you can make some more money. I'm like, what the fuck? I thought you was my safety manager. So, you know, you got shitty fucking people and shitty fucking companies like that doing bullshit to their drivers, and then, yeah, your driver's got to figure it out. Okay, do I want to make money? Do I want to run safe and legal? Do I want to do this? Do I want to do that? You got to balance it all out. So, yeah, if I did a pre-trip and a post-trip every single day, I either wouldn't make any money or I wouldn't get any sleep because I got to do all this other shit with this company, and I got to bust out 2,500 miles a week so I can make some decent money. Otherwise, I go broke. So, yeah, definitely a 1-star for this company. I would not come work here. This company sucks. And when I leave this company, yeah, I can be more safe and legal. But right now, I'm as safe and legal as I possibly can be, as well as busting out and doing what the company wants me to do, and trying to make as much money as I possibly can to pay my bills, and trying to make it work for a year so my resume doesn't look like shit. So, yeah. Like I said, I try to stay positive, but, you know, when you got dumbasses talking dumbass shit, it kind of gets you worked up. But anyways, yeah. That's why I consider not even making videos, because of these social justice warriors. But, fuck them. You know, fuck them. That's all I got to say about that. But yeah, I have a perfect CSA score. I got a perfect record. The thing that looks bad on me is the fact that I don't put up with no shit from these companies. Like I said, I do it for a year and then I'm gone, you know. But I try to make my resume look good, and it's difficult when you work for companies like this company who don't treat you right, who don't pay you right, who lie to you, try to make you run unsafe and illegal, but yet talk like they want you to run safe and legal, then turn around and do the opposite, you know. And a lot of these companies, I don't know if they do this on purpose or what, but it seems like they're doing it on purpose. A lot of these companies, they will play safety and dispatch against the driver. You know, kind of like a child will play the mom and dad against each other. A lot lot of these companies will do the same thing with safety and dispatch. Dispatch will try to get you to run as hard and illegal and unsafe as possible, while safety's breathing down your neck to be as safe and legal as possible. Well, and they're basically ripping the driver's emotions and brain in two and stressing them out. I've had most companies that I work for do this, but this company does it the worst. But not only that, but this company, the safety manager, is also trying to tell you to run unsafe and illegal, while at the same time telling you to run safe and legal. It's like, wait a minute. I thought I don't even know how to compute that. So, I don't know. It's all fucked up. So, yeah. But yeah, I agree with that guy, girl, whoever it was. I didn't even pay that much attention. You do need to check more than just your oil and your tires. Like I said, when I was in the oil field, I was pissed off at the other drivers because that's all they would do. Be like, oh, I checked the oil, I checked the tires, good to roll. It's like, no, you're not good to roll. You need to be checking this, and this. Even if you don't check everything, these are the most important things you need to check, right? They wouldn't even do those. They just check the oil, check the tires. We're good. But that's the oil field for you. Anyway, that's probably worse. And I really didn't make a lot of money there. Not like people say you can make money there. The oil field is the same way. You got to be unsafe and illegal to make any money. It's not worth it. That's why I left. And I came back to the refinery side of things. But like I said, this company can't make any money running safe and legal. Just can't do it. So that's why I'm looking for another company, so I can be safe and legal and make money, and hopefully have decent home time. But at this point, I'm starting to be like, fuck it, I don't need to be at home as much, as long as I'm making decent money, and I'm not having to kill myself to do it. It's like you start to get desperate and you start to make sacrifices. But then when you're on the road too much, you kind of go crazy. So I go home to, basically recharge my batteries. It's like my reset. And get refreshed. But, it's like I don't have time to hardly do anything out here on the road with these guys. I ain't got time to do my laundry. I ain't got time to take a shower. I ain't got time to hardly eat and sleep, do my paperwork, and do my pre-trip and post-trip. But then when I get home, it's like I'm so worn out. And then I got stuff I got to do at home. And then I still got to do my laundry. And, of course, there's a pilot 30 minutes away. I could drive 30 minutes to go get a shower. But I'd rather just wait till I'm on the road. So I try to squeeze it in. But, yeah, I ain't got time for shit with this company. I ain't got time for shit. This week, though, has been a little bit different because I bitched last week about what I'm bitching about right now to the company. And so this last week's kind of been a little slow. So I actually did get my laundry done 2 days ago. But I haven't had the opportunity to shut down at a Pilot or Flying J so I can get a shower. So I just been doing baby wipe baths. And then tomorrow, or maybe today, I'll stop and get me a shower because I'm going home tomorrow. So is not as crucial as far as delivery times. I'm supposed to be there at 1 o'clock in the morning, like that's gonna happen, but it's not as crucial, unless they're out of product, then it might be. But yeah, I mean, it's like I got loaded at almost midnight last night, and they want, and I delivered yesterday. Then I had to go to the tank wash, get cleaned out. Then I had to go pick up the load. I had an outside scale I had to go scale at. Then I had to load. Well, I waited several hours to load. And then I had to go to an outside scale again. Then I had to wait on the lab and paperwork. By the time I got out of there, it was almost midnight. And they want me there tomorrow morning at 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, no, not gonna happen. It's like over a 500-mile drive, which this is a good run. But, this is one of the better runs because it's a full day's run. But half the loads they got are only like 200 miles. And then you gotta, or even 100 miles. And then, of course, you gotta deadhead 100 miles or 200 miles just to pick up that load. And it's like, shit, But it's crazy. And I wouldn't mind the deadhead if I got paid for it, but I don't get paid for it. I only get paid loaded miles. But like I said, right now I'm averaging about 70 cents a mile, so I guess that's okay. But, I don't like these short runs because then I gotta load and unload 2 to 4 times a day, and I don't get paid for that. Then I gotta figure out, okay, well, I gotta get as many miles as I possibly can. But I'm on the ground for 2 hours at least at a time. Sometimes it's 1 hour, but generally speaking, it's on average 2 hours on the ground per customer. So you got 2, 4, 6, 8. That's 8 hours at the customer if I got 2 loads a day. And then I still got to bust out 500 miles a day in order to make any money. Right? And then I got to do a pre-trip and a post-trip every single day. And then I got to do like 30, 45 minutes worth of paperwork every single day. And then I got to get some sleep. And then I got to take a shower. Then I got to eat, go to the bathroom. It's like you just ain't got no time. You ain't got no time. And that's why I'm stressed out. But like I said, I just got to make it another 5 months and I'm out of here. Find somebody who's more safe, more legal, pays me for my time, and appreciates a quality driver over a quantity driver. It's like, this is another thing I talk about. I'm starting to get hoarse, so I'll close it out with this. A lot of these trucking companies, they don't really care about quality, they care about quantity. They want a driver that's just going to bust out as many miles as possible, make them as much money as possible, and that's all they care about, right? They don't really care about safety, they don't really care about legal, they just care about miles. Get as many miles as possible, we'll figure out the rest. I'm not that kind of a driver. I'm a quality driver. I am more about safety, more about legal, more about taking care of my equipment, more about doing a quality job than I am about doing a quantity job. Yeah, am I perfect? No. Especially whenever I get stressed out, I get depressed, but I don't know. When you hate your job, you tend to not do your job as good as if you love your job. So that's why I'm trying to find a company that appreciates do my job better, and everybody's happy. But a lot of these companies don't appreciate quality drivers. They just want quantity drivers. But the one thing they don't understand is, I may not be making you as much money on the top side, but I'm saving you money on the bottom side by not causing accidents, by not causing incidences, by not getting tickets. I don't tear up the equipment. I take care of the equipment. I don't just let the equipment go to shit and fall apart. I actually do my vehicle inspections. Maybe not every single day, 2 or 3 times a day, but I do it a lot more than most. So, but like I said, a lot of these companies, especially this one, they don't appreciate a driver like that. They say they do, but they really don't. Actions speak louder than words. I don't remember who said this, but this famous person from way back when said, the older I get, the less I believe what people say, and the more I believe what people do. So, these people, their actions don't match their words. Like I said, they got a turnover rate at like a driver a week, maybe more. But on average, I think it's about a driver a week. And they only got 53 trucks. They only got 53 trucks. Now, some of those drivers are owner-operators, but I've been talking to other drivers who work here, and they agree with me. The company don't pay shit. They got a turnover rate that's insane. You just go through drivers like whatever. They just don't care about us. They don't care about us. And other drivers agree. There's only been one. The guy I talked to yesterday, he's been here for a long time, so he's got room to talk. But he's a local driver, and that's the only reason why he said he's here. He said if I was not a local driver, I wouldn't be here. He's semi-retired, and he just doesn't give a shit anymore. But, and he's pretty much just a local driver, but he sees how this company treats the other drivers. He says they go through owner-operators, they go through company drivers like crazy. It's like, yeah, I know. So, yeah. They don't really want you to be safe and legal. They say they do, but they really don't. So, yeah, you need to find somebody who appreciates you if you're a safe and legal driver. I try to be. But it's difficult sometimes, And am I going to report to the DOT once I leave? You better believe it. But I'm not doing it right now because it'll come back and bite me in the ass. So I'm just biding my time. But yeah. In God we trust. That's another thing. Beware of people who wear the Bible on their sleeve like that, trying to convince you that they are something that they're probably not. The more someone tries to convince you that they are a certain way, the more they're probably not a certain way. I've been screwed over by more people who pretend to be Christians than people who don't. But anyways, I'm just trying to keep it real. I'm not perfect. And, yeah, I'm not perfect. But I try to be. where's the next bathroom? Six miles. There tonight. If I don't stop and take a shower, I'll make it there tonight. Split last night. If I do stop and take a shower, do my 2-hour break, then I'll definitely make it there. I'll have to stay at the customer tonight. I might do that. Because they got a bathroom there, so I don't mind staying at that customer. I don't like staying at customers where they don't got bathrooms, because what happens if you got to go to the bathroom? You know? Take a dump on their
3 miles, exit highway right.
In their parking lot? You know? I think not. So, I mean, if I gotta pee, no big deal. But if I gotta do the other thing, I need a bathroom. And after 9/11, after this C-19 bullcrap, a lot of these customers don't want to let you use their bathrooms anymore. So I try not to stay at the customer if they don't have an actual bathroom. Some of these places don't even let you to stay there overnight. Some do, some don't. Just all depends. You don't know till you get there, till you've been there a couple of times to know for sure.